Earlier this year, the Nike Shadows dropped, Nike Air Force 1 Shadows. I reviewed it. For you guys out there, and it is a video that did really well for me, and it's a shoe that I've seen a lot. Some shoes you just see more often than others. You know, I've reviewed over 400 sneakers for this channel, and some of the shoes you never see, and some of them you see all the time. And these, the original Shadows that came out earlier this year, I've seen them quite a lot, and that makes me wonder if this upcoming release of the Nike Air Force 1 Shadow Volt is going to follow in their footsteps. This is a Tokyo About 23 sneaker channel. Tokyo About 23 sneaker channel des. Mainichi Absuru no de Mainichi Mite Kudasai. Every single day, like daily, I bring you content from Tokyo, Japan about upcoming sneaker releases, sneaker news, and sneaker reviews. And because there's a lot of heat out there in this winter season, I'm bringing you daily double drops right now, 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. This is a 7 a.m. video, so that means that the game that we've been playing with the butter movement is not part of this video. The butter movement is an amazing thing with one of the rarest sneaker collections in the world. Ding. Right there is a playlist to that sneaker collection where you can see one-of-ones, samples, prototypes, an amazing sneaker collection. So definitely check that out. But that's not what we're into for this video. This is a 7 a.m. video. That means that we're not doing that game with people out there. We're just straight into this sneaker, and the sneaker is the Nike Air Force 1 Volt, a Shadow Volt. And I'm wondering just how well the sneaker is going to do. Volt seems to be a big colour for this year, for 2019. Don't know if that will carry forward into 2020, but it has been a big colour, Volt, all over a lot of different sneakers. So putting that on these Shadows might have an effect. And the fact that the original Shadows did sell well, and we do see them all over the place, might also have an effect. So these guys have a shot at doing well, and we're going to have a look at the different features on there and look at the different parts of the sneakers. Now, this sneaker has two things that I really want to focus in on for this guy. So I'm going to have a two-part video here. One part is going to be about the doubling up, which is kind of ironic since I'm doubling up on my content right now, because on these sneakers you've got this double effect. Now the double effect was way overdone. Overdone sounds negative, so let's not say it that way. Was done a lot on Sacai sneakers, and I'll put a link to one of them right there because I got my hands on Sacai. I always leave the little flubs in the videos. I don't know if people like that or not, but nobody mentions it in the comments, so I'll just do it anyway. The Sacai Blazers and the Waffles, which have dropped throughout this year. I got my hands on a pair of the Sacai Blazers, the something like was it Snow Beach or something like that they were called. It's the red, yeah, there'll be a picture behind me, red, blue, yellowy ones. That double effect was much more pronounced on the Sacai collaboration sneakers, whereas on these guys, on the Air Force 1s, it's a little less pronounced. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through those double effects on the sneaker, but then also there are some places on the sneaker where you've got hits of Volt as well that aren't in that double motif. So we'll be looking at those two different parts of this sneaker, but we'll be doing that just as soon as you've hit the subscribe button down below. It's so helpful if you subscribe to a YouTube channel, so please do subscribe to this channel and hit the like button. Helps very, very much. Comment something down below, please let me know what you're thinking, and sharing this on social media has a massive effect, so please do share this on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter if you can. And as I am here in Tokyo, Japan, I do say at the start of every single one of my videos, Toroku yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Ine mo click shite kudasai. Comment Nihongo de kaku to Nihongo de henji shimasu node, comment onegai shimasu. Ato wa share shite kudasai. Insta とか Twitter とか Facebook にシェアすると助かるので、ぜひその4点よろしくお願いします。Okay, without further ado, let's have a look at this. I said a two-part video. Part one is about those doubling up effects, and we'll start with the signature of the shoe, of any Nike shoe really, which is the swoosh on the side. Now the swoosh on the lateral side is a white swoosh which has a Volt underlay on it, which is different from the medial side, because the medial side just has the Volt swoosh. So if we stay with that lateral side and that double effect there of the Volt swoosh hidden by the white swoosh on the top, that's our first double up effect on there. But it's not too far away to go from there up a little bit to the lacing system, where you can see the lace stays primarily have the white overlay on them, and then underneath that you've got that Volt second layer on there. And again, it's that double featured effect on the sneaker. sneaker. So that's two places, one on the lateral side and one on the top. And the final place that I want to look at, again staying on the lateral side, is if we go to the heel section of the sneaker. One of my favorite features of these Shadows is that they have this double Nike Air, the Air branding that is standard in Air Force One on the midsole towards the heel. You've got that doubled up effect where you've got a panel that's been, I think it's been stitched on above that Air branding. So you've got Air stitched on in the point where the midfoot meets the upper, and then below that, imprinted in the midfoot itself, you've got that Air branding for that double effect. And running through the Air branding on the midfoot, you've got that splash of Volt. So those three places are primarily the three places where you've got this double up effect. The double up swoosh on the lateral side, the double up lace stays around the top of the sneaker, and then the double up Air branding towards the heel, again on the lateral side. But then we do have some places where there are hits of Volt on the sneaker, which has nothing to do with doubling up. And the first place to look at that is on the tongue, where you've got this sort of Volt tongue, I think with the white writing on it and the white branding on it, which is mimicked by the insole. If you go onto the inside of these guys, again, you've got that pop of Volt colorway on the inside with white branding on the inside of the sneaker too. And then finally, if we go to the back end of the sneaker on the heel, up on that pull tag there, you've got a white pull tag, and then stitched in lowercase kind of cursive writing, you've got Nike stitched in there in Volt on that white there. So all in all, if I take a look at this, if I step back from the sneaker and have a look at it as a whole, I really like the balance of the colors on it. I think they've done well. Volt can be a bit too much. And the one sneaker that pops into my crazy mind, why butter, why? That pops into my crazy mind when I think of Volt going wrong is the Flyknit 4s. Bleh. One of the worst sneakers of the year. Nobody's ever contradicted me on that. I say it a lot in my videos that the Flyknit 4s were awful, and nobody's ever hit me up with a comment that says, oh dude, you're totally wrong, they were fire. So I'm going to go ahead and say you can take it to the bank that the Flyknit 4s in Volt, hopefully behind me here and link here, to a video talking about that. Oh golly, they were awful. I love the 4 silhouette as well. Maybe that's why I don't like the Flyknit so much, any of them. And the Volt is too much color on that. But these guys, these Air Force One Shadows, they've got the balance right between the white of the sneaker and the Volt of the sneaker. The problem that they're going to have, I think, is that Volt is a very popping bright color and white is a popping bright color, so the contrast is difficult to see. If you imagine these in black, the popping Volt would really kick off in contrast to the black, but because it's white, it doesn't pop so much. But that might be a good thing. It might keep it from being a bit too much on the yellow side of the sneaker. But all in all, I think it's a really fine looking sneaker. Be interesting to see when these drop. All I've got so far is it says these are dropping in the coming weeks, but if you've already got the official images of them, you know that they're coming real soon. And the original Shadows did so well for me as a channel, but also out there I've seen them a lot on feet, so it wouldn't surprise me if these guys follow suit and do very well too. For now though, it's time for me to sign off. Thank you guys for checking out my content. I do appreciate it very, very much. These 7 a.m. drops that I'm doing alongside the 7 p.m. drops are a bit of hard work, but we're on the winter break right now, so I can afford a bit extra time to try and get these videos to you twice daily. If you appreciate that, definitely hit that subscribe button down below, as I would appreciate you doing that. So it'll be a great symbiotic thing where you get my content, I get your subscribe. For now though, it's time for me to sign off. Thank you guys for checking out my content, and as I do this every single day, that means that you are guaranteed to see me tomorrow.